Hello and welcome to another edition of Paranormal Activity and Mysterious Stories. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is just another craft that they describe with legs, and this one is over Manchester, UK. Next is a video that was taken on November 30th, 2020 in the Colombian jungle. You see this object here? Let's see. I also have this strange light. They call it a rainbow UFO. It's from Canada. I have this great little clip. Talks about Nikola Tesla and how the pyramids, there's some relationship or connection between the way Nikola Tesla talked about providing electricity wirelessly and how the guy that made this video thinks that the pyramids were actually a power source, and they weren't tombs. Let's see. This this is from my Facebook page. This guy caught this strange object here, and a lot of people are trying to say that it's a reflection, or it could be something else. But this guy insists that he took it from inside his car. But this is what he captured. There's a few more. We'll take a look at those other images. This is an article about the hybridization program, and how, like some humans on Earth are actually hybrids. Half alien, half human hybrids. And then I have this video here, this woman, Barbara Lamb, she actually talks about this human hybrids. And I think she knows people who are. But, this is an hour lecture where she gives her insight on that. And then last is just, this ridiculous article about intelligent life is extremely unlikely to be out there. I'm still amazed that even after all of this information is now coming on, and, we have the internet. I mean, there's so many people who have videos, who've been abducted, who are telling their stories coming out. So it's so hard to now deny that, that it's still fake, but there's still people out there doing it. So we'll take a look at this article. Let's see. Let me go to this first one here. Let's go full screen. This is a very short video. It's hard to, since we don't see this in relation to anything else, it's hard to get an idea of size. I mean, that kind of sort of did it there, but it still, this could be any number of things besides something like out of this world, or, an alien craft. So let's go on to this other video here. Now this one is a little more interesting, I think. Definitely doesn't look like, like a helicopter or anything like that. Again, this is a very short video. It's only 35 seconds. I can't play the whole thing, or they'll hit me with a copyright violation. So, but of course, I'll always leave the links in the description so you can check them out yourself. Okay, let's go to this next video here. Let's go full screen. Yeah, this is a strange one. And again, it's taken at night. It's really hard to see any detail or get an idea of size. There's nothing to compare it to. That's all this video does. That's all you see this thing does. Well, let's see. We get a close-up of this thing. Yeah, what is this thing? I mean, I'm going to assume this is some type of probe, because I couldn't imagine, some beings being inside. I mean, if this thing is small, again, it's real hard to tell size, but if it's small, I couldn't imagine any beings actually being in there. to me, this seems more like a probe. Okay, let's go to this next video here. Yeah, this guy here, he talks about Tesla and how he doesn't believe that the pyramids or the Pyramid of Giza was a burial chamber like most people say, because in all the other burial chambers, they were all painted. All the walls of all the other burial chambers in the Valley of the Kings, the walls are painted, depicting all of the great accomplishments of the kings or the pharaohs that were buried in there. Whereas the Pyramid of Giza, it doesn't have anything painted on the walls. So that's why he actually believes that it was a machine. Let's listen to what he has to say here.
Form of limestone containing crystal and a small amount of metal, which allow for maximum power transmission. The shafts inside the pyramid were lined with granite. Granite is a slightly radioactive substance and permits the ionization of the air inside these shafts. When we look at an insulated electric cable, we see that conductive and insulation materials are used in the same way as in the pyramids. 3. The conductive and insulating properties of the pyramid are an example of flawless engineering. However, a source of energy is needed for electricity generation. The Giza Plateau, where the pyramids stand, is full of underground water channels. The pyramids rise above the limestone.
Yeah, anyways, again, I don't want to play too much of this video, but all the evidence seems to indicate that the Pyramid of Giza, I mean, with the amount of precision was used to build, they use very specific rock for specific sections. They could have used any type, but they specifically got rock that they believe better conducted electricity and things like that. And and then he also mentions that in a lot of the interior areas, there's no soot. So, that would indicate that the Egyptians, weren't burning anything to light their interiors. So, yeah, they think that they had the ability to wirelessly provide power to people. But anyway, this is a great video. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out. Okay, now this is something that I found on my Facebook page. This guy says that he captured this thing. He was driving home and he saw this strange sunset. And it's definitely, you can see a reflection, or what seems to be like reflections, because he said he's taking this from inside of his car. So yeah, there would obviously be, some dust particles or smudges because he's shooting from inside of his car. But this guy claims that this is what he saw. Yeah, this is very, very strange. I will leave a link in the description so you can check it out. And, go through the comments too, because he does answer people that are claiming that this is fake. Definitely strange. Okay, this is an article about the hybridization program. A new race appears on Earth. Hybridization, a new race appears on Earth. Extraterrestrials, known as alien-human hybrids, are created through processes and procedures that occur during and after the abduction of and/or visits with human beings by ET and advanced intelligences. Researchers believe that many, but not all, hybrid beings are a biological combination of humans and what we believe to be extraterrestrials and advanced intelligences. However, their creation is not limited to the combination of only the DNA of two species, or rather to the enhancement of DNA with extraterrestrial genetics. In other words, they most likely have more than two parents. Yeah, I'm of the firm belief that now that most humans on Earth are a combination of alien and Earthlings. Like I've said in my other video that if you sunburn, it doesn't make sense. I think your ancestors must have come from another planet that didn't require melanin in your skin. Otherwise you wouldn't sunburn. I mean, if you look back at all of the hunter-gatherer societies or tribes on this planet, you go all the way back, and all of them have melanin in their skin. But then suddenly, you have this one area in the Mediterranean, like the Etruscans, the Minoans, and the Mycenaeans, who are, first of all, they have agriculture. They're building these amazing buildings, and they live in the Mediterranean, which has a lot of sun, and yet they sunburn, which again, that just doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, I believe that the people that developed that region must have come from another planet, that was further from this sun. They didn't need melanin in their skin. And, they landed here and started interacting with the inhabitants of this planet. And, sure, there was some interbreeding going on with, with these other races and with the earthlings, the humans, the Homo sapiens on Earth. At least that's what I think. Who knows? This woman here, Barbara Lamb, she actually talks about this hybridization program. This was, given on 2019, so this is kind of recent. But let's hear what she has to say.
Or during those years of doing that work, I was aware that there are reproductive programs going on the part of some of the extraterrestrial beings. Not all of them, but some of them. That is, they want to create hybrids who are part their species, their extraterrestrial species, and part human. A lot of these species regard human beings as being quite unique amongst all the different kinds of beings that there are in the universe. And one of the things that they like about human beings is that we have stronger bodies than many of them do, and we have a fair amount of intelligence, and we have a lot of creativity, more artistic creativity of many different types.
That's as far as I want to go, but yeah, this is definitely a very interesting video. I haven't had a chance to listen to the whole thing yet. I have only listened to a few minutes of it, but yeah, I actually believe what she has to say, that we didn't all come from the same race. Like this whole out of Africa theory, I think, is ridiculous. I mean, the fact that we have different blood types, that we have to have blood tests. I mean, I think if we all came from the similar race, yeah, that wouldn't be an issue. The blood types, because if the blood types don't match, right, and the woman is impregnated and the blood types don't match, apparently her body will think that embryo is a foreign object and attack it. Her white blood cells, whatever, will attack it. I mean, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And then there's also the whole Rh negative people. That there's no explanation for why they don't have the rhesus DNA. Anyways, I'll leave a link to this discussion in the description, and you can check it out. Now let's go to this last one here. Yeah, this is another ridiculous story. Intelligent life is extremely unlikely to be out there. Yeah, I'm amazed at this person, Ashley Cowie. Like how can she actually? Well, I understand. There are still people, again, who have a belief system, and any facts or evidence that falls outside of that belief system can't be real. And obviously, unless she was specifically paid to write this in order to try and discredit, I just can't believe that there are still people out there who hold these beliefs. I guess, I mean, I can believe it. It's just hard for me to comprehend why they're unable to accept facts, accept new facts. But yeah, I don't even want to get into reading this, but thought I'd provide it, because it's interesting. It still shows that there are still, people out there who refuse to acknowledge the truth, essentially. So anyways, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out, have a laugh, or maybe some people do hold these beliefs. I find that kind of interesting that someone like that would be listening to any of my videos. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.